All right, welcome back. Today, exciting time. We have a double unboxing. So right now, these babies are wrapped in their respective, they come in these filmed, you can see the reflection. Okay, this is how they come. I'm feeling all animally. And so I was going to get Kim Krans' tarot because I've been wanting to get Kim Krans' tarot for a while. And it seemed a good idea to maybe not get it by itself. I don't know why. You know, they usually tell you to bring one tarot at a time into your life, but I've been after this one for a while as well. Okay, and this is done Brunke, and it's Spirit Animal Tarot, which I believe is a repackaging of an older tarot, okay, which was quite similar. So I'm going to go ahead and try to release them from their plastic grip. So let's see. So they do come shrink wrapped. Okay. And you lose the sticker. New York Times bestseller sticker. Okay. And then, okay, so the reason why I ordered these two together is because sometimes hang on, trying to get in there. Right, here we go. Sometimes I love Kim Krans' work, but sometimes I find it a little bit harsh. And so it's to be able to read for different people, okay? So I would say that for kids younger and, you know, maybe more vulnerable people or folk that are more into their shamanic side, their shamanic work, I might choose this one. For people that are more into their darker side, I guess I can use this one. I don't know yet, right? Because I haven't opened them, and to be honest, I'm just dying to get into them. So I'm going to start with the Spirit Animal Tarot just to get in. I know you wanted me to go for the other one, right? No, actually, I'm sorry about that. Actually, I'm really curious about this one. You have a few of the cards that are depicted on the side. This is how the box opens. So box opens the side, and on the inside, this is the kind of box that this is, okay? So you've got your keepers, which are going to keep your cards level, and then there's enough space for the whole book, hopefully, to kind of fall in or slide in like this, okay? So then, slide back out, please. Okay, here we go. So it does have that. If you want to keep it in the box, you know, this is what kind of keeps it level. And this is a rather well done one. Now, in terms of pricing, I got these from Book Depository. I am in the UK, and this was shy of £12, okay? Was it £11 something, which I think is, wow, what? A tarot deck for £11 something? That's crazy. Whereas the Wild Unknown, which of course is the one in the keepsake box with the book, was, I think, 23 or just shy of 23, okay? All right, let's get into this. The cards themselves are not shrink wrapped, which is perfectly fine by me. They do have this, rather than card, they have this kind of nasty plastic around them. Okay, and I will do full flip through of these later on. I just want to have a little quick browse of them. And okay, so cardstock is okay. It's quite bendy, but look at that. Look at that. Beautiful trickster, beautiful coyote for the fool. And I do like that the fool has been renamed Trickster. Okay, we'll get into that in just a moment. Okay, book. The book is beautiful. The book is in color. Yay. I love books that are in color. gives you a little bit of background. What is tarot? Animal wisdom, major arcana, minor arcana, the 4 suits. So it gives you, you know, your usual bread and butter. It's actually quite nice. So straight away I'm seeing the suits have been renamed. So branches, shells, fossils and feathers. Okay, and the court cards have been renamed Seer for the page, Seeker for the knight, Nurture for the queen and Guardian for the king. That kind of makes sense. Quick number guide, which do get up on your numerology because it is so important when you're reading tarot. I just cannot emphasize that enough. I will be doing numerology very soon for my Patreons. We'll be looking at that in great detail. Okay, so you've got the basics of reading, which will be uploaded soon also on Patreon. It gives you a few tarot spreads. That's nice. Gives you quite a few, and it gives you a sample reading, which is awesome. Okay, for each of the card, I find sample readings are better than just telling you, oh, well, this is this and this is that. Okay, so you've got the letters of the alphabet. How do you write them together? And when you get into sample readings, then it gets better because you kind of get a sense of the story and of the flow that's happening. I'll get into that very soon in another video. So we've got coyote starting. So for each, if we look at the coyote, it's been renamed. Okay, so I think most of the majors will have been renamed. Yeah, they have been. That's fine. I don't mind working with renamed cards. You know, that's perfectly fine for me. And then it gives you keynote. It gives you traditional name of the card. Gives you a message. And gives you a little few things to consider and a bit of development for each of the cards. Okay. So a bit of a description, which I really like, and a bit about each of the animals. And yeah, a little bit about what this means. Okay, so quite complete. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, I do like that the lover has been taken out and been given the honeybee instead, the heart awakener. Oh my goodness, that's just so beautiful, so meaningful. Okay, let's just have a quick look through. And I'm loving the colors. I'm loving all of this going on. Oh yes, I'm really loving this. And the astrological sense as well. And of course you get the twin astrological sense here. Beautiful, beautiful. That would be traditionally your chariot. Okay, this is just a quick one, so I'm not going to spend absolute ages. I love the colors. Very easy to read. This is the back of the deck. So the deck is reversible if you read reversals, which as you know I don't. And of course you may have your take on some of these guys, and I would think it's probably okay to have your take, you know, like the rabbit. What does the rabbit mean to you? What does the rooster? I mean, that rooster is just magical. Master of discernment, yes. Ace of branches, fires. So yeah, that makes sense. A lot of it is going to make sense. I can feel it. I mean, I did have a look at some walkthroughs, and yeah, you really get the sense, the energy. And the hummingbird here is perfect. It is perfect because hummingbird energy is very much fiery. You know, there's loads of energy there. Oh, yes, yes, and yes. Absolutely. Fast. Yes. I'm liking this a lot. Let's have a look at some of the court cards. So let's have a look. Okay. They're good court cards. They're going to take a little bit of work, but you know, I like that. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, this is just a quickie flipping through the deck. I want to have a look at what would have been. Look at the ace. Oh, the ace is just so awesome. I mean, you do get the sense of, you know, the traditional read of some of the cards, which is great. It's coming through very quickly. I must say, the energy that comes out of these cards, the way that everything is depicted and the watercolor effect, but still fairly strong, for me is really highly readable. Love the llama. All right, here we go. Feathers, right? Let's have a look. Oh, so good. That's your Three of Swords traditionally. Very good, very good. I'm feeling all animally. Only person in the deck, I think. Very good though. Good depiction. Amazing. All right, so this is just a quick first impression. And my first impression is like, these are going to be super easy to read, super easy to get into. And they have, I mean, look at that. That would be a Seven of Cups traditionally. And you can see that it's traditional, and yet it has that animal, total animal feel to it, which is awesome. The deck comes together really nice. And let's have a look. And overhand shuffle is really good. No problems there. And it's already an energized deck. So, okay. That's really good. All right, let's put these babies aside for a sec. Oh, check this out. We've got the Hangman. Pat, Master of Suspension. Excellent. All right. Let's put this aside for just a tick whilst we break into Kim Krans. I will do a full side-by-side at some point. This is just the unboxing, the opening of these two. So you get the feel. We've gone from playful, very playful, to let's get serious about this, guys. Okay, so box opens. Little ribbon. May you always be on the inner quest. Book comes out. Book is black and white. Oh, what a shame. But that's okay. Okay, so this, I believe, is like version 2 or second edition of a book. And it's the keepsake one, which does come with the book. There are other versions that do not come with the book. I do like to read Kim Krans's background to her decks, so that's why I went for this one over the ones that don't have the book. Okay, so for me, when I look at side-by-side comparisons of editions 1, 2, and 3, 1 is the one that does have the most striking colors. So I want to see, when I break into this, how it feels. So you've got a little bit of major, minor, our 4 suits, court cards, reading the cards, so getting readings, what to ask, shuffling, cutting, card of the day, past, present, future, so you're into your spreads now, clarifying spread, connection spread. Oh, that's good. There's quite a few. Right, reverse cards, if you're that way inclined. Last thoughts, and then the wild unknown. Right, so you have the suits, so that'll be starting with the wands, the cups, the swords, so very traditional arrangement, okay. Pentacles are last, and then the major arcana. So traditional arrangement in the way that the elements are distilled, with fire being the first and being the male energy of that initial duo, the cups being second, the swords being their child, with carrying a male energy, and then the pentacles being the receptive earth, which is their second child, carrying that female energy, okay? All right, that's the book. I'm going to have a look at one card. Let's have a look at the Fool, because we had a little look at the Fool in the other tarot. So spontaneity and innocence. This is going to be your keyword, I'm guessing, and then you have a little bit to read about it. And that's it. There's no descriptive of how she feels on each cards. This is just exploring. Okay, so there's about, 10 lines, sometimes less. But then you're not coming at this naked. You do have, your own take on the tarot. And maybe this is not, one that you're going to go to if you're a complete beginner. But then again, maybe you are. So, and as I always say, if you feel drawn to something, go for it, right? That's all you need. You don't need to have studied for ages and ages before getting into something. If your heart is in that, just go for it. Lemniscate, I love that lemniscate. And you've got these blockers there as well, so that's good. I do like that, like the spirit animal deck. It comes in its own box, which you can carry around. And this costs more to produce, right? You've got your thumb notches. Yeah, this works. This works really well. And oh my goodness, I take it all back. This carries a lot of energy. Let me make a little bit of space for this. All right. I'm sorry if you keep on hearing a little bit of scratching. I've just got my microphone keeps scratching on some, on the lights actually. So hopefully that's not disturbing you too much. Okay, here we go, into the deck. Nice slidey deck, just the way I like it. Okay, if we have a little look, little comparison with her Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, the boxes are very similar. Okay, I think they're about the same size. And then when you break into the cards, they're very similar. The backing is different. This is the tarot. This is the oracle deck. Okay. All right. I think the tarot carries probably a lot more in terms of variety as well from what I've seen. I want to make sure for myself. Okay, so here we go. Suit of Wands. Let's see, have a little look. So you can see, oh my, very, very different. Deserves to be studied. Not an obvious read. Okay, these are your wands. And they're quite colorful actually. I find them more colorful than I thought I would. I thought they might actually be a little bit harder to read. Oh my goodness, I do love that. The daughter. Oh, the cups are amazing. The cups are beautiful. Look at that. These are like weaved cups. Aha, look at that. 3 different depictions. 4 different depictions. We're happy. I'm totally happy. Oh no, he's so sad though. Look at that. Look at that. 6 of Cups. Oh, wow. That's really good. That's a really good take on the 7 and the 8. Oh, okay. Look at that. Stability. You see that? Those horizontal lines? Wow. This is like singing bowls. Loving this. And then the declension over the court cards. Let me have a look at the court cards there. You do get a feel for the daughter, the son, the mother, and the father. Look at that, the contrast in them. Wow. Actually, beautiful. So I don't know if it's coming through, but it is very, very different. Very taking. Let me have a look. Oh, never mind, they've just got mixed already. Right. That is an amazing Ace of Swords. I'm just having a look. Oh, look at that Three of Swords. So evocative. You know, you don't need many words. The fox always gets such a bad press in tarot. I'm really sorry, Mr. Fox. Really, really sorry. You don't deserve that bad press. Wow. So we're going from being trapped to depression. As my son would say, depression 1 million. I think this exemplifies it quite well. It's one of the darker cards in the whole set. Wow, Ten of Swords. Gosh, you're going to have to transform beyond that. Look at that inability to see. Sword straight through. Wise Owls for the quartz, excellent. And just a quick flip through of those pentacles. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, I must say, I didn't know that the color was going to carry so much energy. And I'm really sad that I've delayed getting it because of the cards that I thought looked a little bit too dark. Because actually, it's phenomenal. Okay, let's have a look at that major. Oh, yes. Okay. High Priestess. I mean, I'm hoping that you can see all this. I don't think any video can do it justice, but I will try very, very hard. Horse for the Chariot. Yes, Justice in 8th position. I like that, and you know that I like that. Hermit, Wheel of Fortune. Gosh, that's quite a good one. Strength. The Hangman. So we've got, let's have a look. Are you getting this? Because we've got two very, very similar cards. I mean, same subject matter, right? Number 12, the Major Arcana. Both authors have taken the bat, which makes sense. Two very different interpretations, though. You know? Very, there's quite a bit of subtlety in there. Oh gosh, yes. The Heron for the Temperance is spot on. That's a good tower as well. In a good store. Wow. So very energetic as well. The world is the illustration that's in the box. And I like that it takes loads of different, almost like realms to make the world, you know. Wow. Okay. So, two super different decks, two energetically different decks. This is the comparison of size. So this will be more like your standard deck size. Might be a teeny bit smaller actually than your standard deck size. And this is a little bit wider, inching towards being more of an oracle deck size, but it's not there yet. It doesn't have the width. Okay, so that's why it shuffles so nicely. These are going to shuffle great, I can tell, because they're very slidey. There's absolutely zero clumping on these. I'm hoping you're seeing this. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I do read jumper cards. Okay, so that's very nice. It slides so lovely. You're going to get your mix very easily with these. Even if you only do this, or if you shuffle them, you know, on the ground. Don't want to disgrace myself doing one of those because They are so slidey. I don't know that it's going to work so well. Yeah, well, kind of works. Yeah, did. Okay, so that's fine. I like hand over hand. There we go. Ace of Swords. I will pick an Ace of Swords or sword. I do like the back of these though. So 2 animal decks, 2 very different feelings. Let me try to get the Ace of Swords. Of course, when you have a smaller deck size, it's kind of easier to manipulate, which it's fine, you know, you can manipulate this fine, but it's a little bit more, because it's a little bit wider, you can't clasp it the same, okay? Just be aware of that. Okay, so I find the ace, and there you go. Comparative of the Ace of Swords versus Ace of Feathers. Which one speaks more to you? Which one says Ace of Swords best to you? I don't know. It's quite hard. Quite a tough one. These lines are actually silver. Right, okay. Anyway, this is just the unboxing and first impressions. 2 extremely different decks. Very different feeling. 2 animal decks. And I'm so glad I ordered both of them because I love them both. They are so different, and you're going to read differently with them. I can see how, you know, this is going to be more approachable by a lot of people. But then again, I don't like to think for people, so sometimes the folk need to be challenged. You know, your client that you're reading for, the person you're reading for needs to be challenged a little bit, or they need to be given an image that doesn't make so much sense, just so that they can explore their own intuitive power, okay? And although on here you've got skies and lands to read, you know, here you've got all the different lines, you've got, you know, the colors are used in a very different way. The sky, or what would be the sky, is used in a very different way as well. So it's just different ways of reading, I guess. Much softer energy on this side. But then again, this is not the harsh energy that I thought it would carry. This has a very interesting energy, actually, which is truly not what I was expecting. Okay, so that's my first sort of impressions and the unboxing of these 2 beautiful, amazing decks. So just to refresh our memory, the Wild Unknown Tarot on my left and the Spirit Animal Tarot on my right. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed that video and want to see more of these. And I will see you soon with full flip through of these 2 and possibly a full comparative and full notes in a little while on these 2 tarots. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon. Bye.